Hello fans, and welcome to the Daily Brief. Let's talk football. Under the Anfield lights, European football once again delivered a night of raw emotion and tactical brilliance. Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Two footballing giants, two historic clubs, and a rivalry carved from unforgettable nights. But this time, it wasn't Salah, Bellingham, Mbappe, or Vinicius who stole the spotlight. It was Mac Allister, with a perfectly timed header that sent Anfield into chaos and reignited Liverpool's Champions League dream. The night carried storylines that went beyond football. Trent Alexander-Arnold, once a hometown hero, returned to Anfield, but this time, wearing Madrid white. Xabi Alonso, Liverpool legend turned Real Madrid coach, walked into the same dugout he once dreamed of playing for. For Liverpool, this was about redemption. After a rough run in the Premier League, questions lingered about whether Orange Slot's side could still rise to European intensity. For Madrid, unbeaten in 14 games, this was about control, consistency, and proving they could win even under the pressure of Anfield. From the first whistle, Liverpool pressed with ferocity. Szoboszlai led the trigger, Mac Allister shadowed Bellingham, and Gravenberch tracked Tchouaméni, denying Madrid rhythm. The full-backs, Bradley and Robertson, were relentless, constantly pushing high, closing spaces, and engaging in intense one-on-one duels. Bradley, in particular, faced the toughest test, Vinicius Jr. Every time the Brazilian tried to isolate him, Bradley stood his ground. Liverpool weren't just playing fast, they were playing smart. Their midfield stayed compact, closing central lanes while using width to stretch Madrid's defense. Madrid, on the other hand, tried to slow the tempo, patient possession, rotations through Tchouaméni and Camavinga, and bursts from Bellingham. But every time they built momentum, Liverpool's press snapped it apart. The first half was a psychological duel. Around the 33rd minute, controversy struck. Szoboszlai's shot struck Tchouaméni's arm in the box. Liverpool screamed for penalty. VAR checked and said no. Liverpool thought they might have won a penalty. Szoboszlai's shot struck Tchouaméni's arm. After VAR review, no penalty was given. Arm judged in natural position. Liverpool felt robbed. Momentum hinged on calls like that. The crowd erupted in disbelief, but the Reds used that frustration as fuel. Moments later, Florian Wirtz robbed Huijsen near the box and squared it for Szoboszlai, only for Courtois to deny him with lightning reflexes. Thibaut Courtois, as calm as ever under pressure, reacted in a flash. He dropped low, extended that massive reach of his, and with the faintest touch of his right glove, he turned the ball around the post. It was a world-class save, the kind only Courtois seems to make look routine. A reminder that even when Madrid are under siege, their keeper stands like a wall between chaos and collapse. At the other end, Vinicius tried to isolate Bradley one-on-one, but the young fullback stood tall, tackling cleanly, tracking every run, and owning roars from the cup. Goalless at halftime, but Liverpool were winning the battle of will. Then in the second half came the moment. 61st minute, Dominik Szoboszlai stood over a free kick, 25 yards out. His delivery curved perfectly toward the knee post, and there was Mac Allister, ghosting between two defenders, rising highest. One clean header, one perfect connection. Courtois stretched, fingertips inches away, but the ball was already in the net. His timing was immaculate, his leap perfectly measured. He rose between two defenders, suspended in the air for a heartbeat, before powering his header past Courtois. Nothing the Belgian goalkeeper could do to stop that. Liverpool 1, Real Madrid 0. Real Madrid pushed back. The substitutions shifted the balance. Rodrigo entered, bringing fresh energy and directness on the flank. His arrival immediately stretched Liverpool's shape, forcing Robertson to drop a few yards deeper. Then came a roar that rippled around Anfield. Trent Alexander-Arnold, returning from the bench. The home crowd erupted, but not everyone was cheering. A few Madrid supporters made their disapproval heard, echoing across the stadium as Trent came on. Real Madrid loaded the wings, switching play rapidly from Vinicius to Rodrigo, testing Liverpool's fullbacks. For a spell, it felt like the tide was turning. Madrid's possession grew more purposeful, their attack sharper. But Van Dijk and Konate were colossal. Every header cleared, every passing lane closed, every tackle met with a roar from the cup. Salah nearly sealed it late, forcing Courtois into another world-class save. And when the final whistle blew, the emotion was palpable: relief, pride, and defiance. Liverpool had conquered Real Madrid once again. Liverpool's victory wasn't about dominance. It was about discipline. The difference came from details: timing, structure, belief. Mac Allister's header wasn't just a goal. It was the reward for 90 minutes of synchronized pressure and heart. For Orange Slot, this win restores confidence in his system. For Madrid, it's a warning. Even the most polished possession can crumble under relentless intensity. After this win, both Liverpool and Madrid sit on 9 points on the table, but Madrid still lead on goal difference, illustrating how tight the table is at the top. As the lights dimmed over Anfield, one truth echoed through the stadium: European nights here aren't just football. They are theater, emotion, and history, all written under the floodlights. You just caught up with the Daily Brief. Turn on the bell for more football stories, breaking news, and match reviews. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.